Junkyard Junkie, back here with another video. Today we're going to be working on this 2005 Ford Mustang. I'll show you how to take out the instrument cluster. So let's get started. Okay, so you may be wondering why we would do this. Well, if we turn it on, if we look, our RPM gauge works. Our fuel tank level sensor actually is stuck there, whether it's full or empty. It'll stay at about a quarter. The temperature gauge works, but then our tachometer is pegged out way past 120. So this is notorious for 2005 to 2009 Mustangs. Usually you have to send them off, get repaired. So I'm going to show you how to take them out so you can either repair them yourselves or send them off. Okay, so before we get started, one thing you want to do first is go right under your steering wheel. You'll see this little lever. Pop that out, pull it down, and then we'll have a lot more room to pull this out. Okay, so you want to take your pry tool, stick it in there, and it should come loose pretty easily. Okay, now that you got that side pulled out, we're just going to grab and pull. Now you can see you got plenty of room to pull this out. We'll just put it over here in the seat. Okay, so if we look here, we have one bolt in the top left. We have one bolt down here in the bottom left. One in the bottom right. And finally one up there in the top right. All of these are 7mm. Okay, so I got a 1/4 inch ratchet with an extension. I'll just go in here. Okay, so there's one. So we'll do the same thing on this side. And now if you're using a magnetic light like this Braun, I really love this light. You just take the magnetic in, stick it in there. You can use that to grab your screw. Okay, so we just have two left. Three. Okay, so we just got to remove this last one here. And for these bottom ones, I would just get rid of the extension and just use the ratchet. If you use your thumb for leverage against it, it'll work better usually. And then there's our fourth. Now then, once we have all four of those out, you just reach up there, pull it down. There will be a harness right here. Right up here you have to push down and pull this gray part back. Push down, pull out, and there you go. Now we can fully remove it. So just pick it up. Put this right over here. Now it's ready to get repaired. Just to look at this connector better. So that's all the way up. You'll push down right here on this middle part and then move this back. Okay, now that we have our cluster back, all we're going to do is stick it right back in there. There you go, just like that. Okay, so don't forget to plug this back in and then flip that all the way up. So we'll just stick. There we go. Now we'll get our screws and put them back in. Okay, so once you get them back in, just tighten it down until it stops. Don't go too hard or you will snap the plastic. See, I can feel it stopping right there, so I'm gonna stop. Same thing on this side. Right there I can feel it stop, and then just do it for the bottom two bolts as well. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is put the bezel back in. Remember to have your steering wheel down with that switch underneath. We'll just take it, slide it right back up in there. It should fall right back into place. There you go, make sure you snap everything down. That should be sitting flush. So we are good to go. Okay, so now all we gotta do is turn it on and verify that it works. You can see our left blinker works, right blinker. Our gas gauge is now working. Tachometer is down to 0. Hot hand is down at cold because I haven't been driving it. We crank it up, RPMs are working. Okay, so that's all there is to it. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.